And welcome. And now Bryce Harper. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Right fielder, Bryce Harper.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one. And he just misses with a curveball. Our temperature not quite as hot as we'd expected. 85 degrees, the reading at first pitch. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
This is skied into short left center. Jerko has a play, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Standing in, Giancarlo Stanton. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
And that one stayed too low apparently. 1 out, nobody on. Hit hard back up the middle. Albies brings it in, and there are 2 away now. Now batting, Chris Davis. First chance for him here in the top of the first. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
The 1-0 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Gary Sanchez. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Gone! Ready now, J.D. Martinez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
J.D. Martinez.
High in the air out to center field. Kane is under it. And the inning is over. So striding forward now, Chris Taylor. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder, Chris Taylor.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a slider. The 1-0 home. And here's a ball hit in the air. Harper sprinting after it on the warning track. He makes the catch. Now in the box, Yoenis Cespedes. First delivery to him on the way. And he lays off there, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Sanchez is under it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. In now is Lorenzo Cain. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. 4-1. 2 out, nobody on. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. Bellinger is there, makes the catch, and that'll return. Coming to the plate now, Cody Bellinger. He'll lead things off against Kenta Maeda. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0 home. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Whoa, that's off the warehouse. Stepping in, Brian Dozier. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Line drive to left. Cespedes has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through for a hit. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Garrett Cole. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. D. Gordon will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 9, D. Gordon.
Now a move over to first, and he will hasten his way back to first where he's in there safely. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just a bit up. Here comes the 1-0. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
2-1 the count. Here's a look over to first, and he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble. And again a throw, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. The 2-1 home. Strike called. Now the throw down.
2-2. He's in there. He's safe.
And this swing is wrapped out to Tulowitzki at short. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So a man at third here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
3-0 now. He's set, and the 3-0 offering. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to Carpenter, gets him, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Matt Carpenter, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Stepping in, Jed Jerko. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time and decided. Now at the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
There to take it is Cespedes, 1 away. Here's Chris Davis now. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-0. Yanked on the ground down the line. Carpenter with the slide. Applies the tag, and he is out.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Gary Sanchez. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it.
And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And it's gone as they add still another. Here's J.D. Martinez. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
J.D. Martinez.
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder, Cody Bellinger. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single.
Oh, could it be 3 in a row? Cespedes going back, and he makes a nice. Russell Martin now as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The count now at 2-1.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Hit sharply on the ground. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Digging in the switch hitter, Ozzie Albies. He'll swing it from the left side right here. That's lifted the other way out to left. Dozier shading to his right. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. The pitcher, Kenta Maeda, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. To Gordon for one. On to first as they get. Here's Brian Dozier now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Here's a high pop-up. Jerko calls for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So striding in, D. Gordon.
Second baseman, D. Gordon.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drilled on the ground to short. Backhanded on to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth. Ready for another chance? Garrett Cole. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Albies scoops it up. Throw on to Carpenter. Gets. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Taylor. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Right fielder, Chris.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Popped high in the air. Bellinger is there for it. He's got it 1 away. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
The left fielder, number 53.
Here comes the first pitch.
Cespedes.
Bouncer to the left side. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth. Digging in for his second at-bat, Lorenzo Cain. He popped out in his first trip. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. And there's a base hit on the line. So instead of leading off the following inning, Matt Carpenter bats next with 2 away. Here's Matt Carpenter.
Now batting.
Full sets. First pitch on the way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
Riding in once again, Jed Jerko. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. 1 strike now from Cole. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And he will get there to make the running. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Bryce Harper. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Bryce Harper.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cespedes is there. And that's the first out of the inning. Giancarlo Stanton now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
Under it is Carpenter, and that's out number 2. Here's Chris Davis now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulled toward right center field. Albies is calling for it. And that's the third out. So digging in now, Troy Tulowitzki. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Stanton is there to take it, so on just one pitch, they're able to get Tulowitzki. Now at the plate, Russell Martin. He singled his last time up. Hit to short. Played on the backhand. Throw on the first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home fifth. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So worst case scenario, a 2-out base hit, and the pitcher will not lead off. Matt Adams will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Popped him up. Sanchez waits on it, and that retires the side.
Now pitching.
So a new pitcher set to come on now, and we'll get an appearance from the hard-throwing right-hander Santiago Casilla. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Missed with a slider. And he'll step off and try and reset. Now he'll step off.
That time.
And he'll step off and try again. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. And this one's high and tight, backing him up 2-1.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. All even at 2-2. Here it is. So a full count now.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
And when you're all behind in the count when you're on the mound, that's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. Now the 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is one pitch away.
First offering on its way. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone's...
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Cespedes going back to the track, but he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double. Here's Brian Dozier now. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
I understand wanting to be aggressive, but I also understand that you can occasionally be foolish. That's a foolish swing right there. This guy's been struggling.
The relay, and he is thrown out trying for the double, but he'll get credit for 2 RBIs here. Ready for another chance? D. Gordon. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch is hit on the ground to the shortstop, Tulowitzki. And there's out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Garrett Cole. Couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Chris Taylor. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And there's a swing and a miss. 2-1 now.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Dozier fields it cleanly, and that's the first out. In now is Lorenzo Cain. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is in the air out to right field. Harper has a read on it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. He thought about third there, but retreats back to second safely. Digging in once again, Matt Carpenter. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is... Here's Bryce Harper now. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on Joe Blanton. Enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Here comes the first pitch. Back up the middle. Tulowitzki from the outfield grass. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Digging in to try it again, Giancarlo Stanton. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike one. The pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Chopped weakly to the left. On to first, and it's 2 up and 2 down in the inning for Blanton. Ready for another shot now, Chris Davis. He's playing here in fine form, that of his All-Star Series card. Hit sharply on the ground. Albies picks it up. Throw on to Carpenter, gets him, and that ends. Here's Jed Jerko now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
A ball and a strike. And a knuckle curve missed that time. 2-1. The 2-1 home. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away. Into the box now, Troy Tulowitzki. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And this is going to get down and head for the 333 sign. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Striding in once again, Russell Martin. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Popped him up. Bellinger in foul ground. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. And he misses with it, 1-1. The 1-1 is a fastball down below the knees. Tulowitzki leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. 2-1 pitch, a knuckle curve swung on and missed, 2-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Martinez, still going back, and it's gone. Digging in and looking for more, Ozzie Albies. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ball 1. Still only 1 out in the inning. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. High in the air down the right field line. On the move is Harper. And he makes the catch in the corner. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Joe Blanton. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Hit out towards second. Gordon is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Ready once again, Gary Sanchez. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. First offering on its way. Lofted in the air out to right field. On the move is Taylor. He can't get there as it falls in. And this is going to rattle up against the out-of-town scoreboard now. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon. Standing in, J.D. Martinez. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. Oh, and a little Kentucky fastball that time by Blanton. It's strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And he can't track it down. A base hit. They'll get it in quickly to the shortstop to hold the man at 3rd, but they're at the corners to start the inning. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. And their runners at the corners now. Dale Murphy will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 3.
So we're going to see a pinch hitter in this spot. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. And he is out on the tag. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from 3rd. So stepping in, Brian Dozier. He was thrown out at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at-bat. Got him to reach out of the zone for that one, strike 1. Justin Smoke will come on as a pinch hitter.
Justin Smoke.
Hit in the air to shallow center. Cespedes is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Chris Taylor. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Simmons is under it. He's got it 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Yoenis Cespedes, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit high and deep to right center. Harper on the run. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double. First delivery to him on the way. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing that pitch out of the zone.
And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. That's inside. 2-0.
He's been really effective in this one so far. But it's interesting here that with a couple of guys on base, he seems to be not trusting his stuff quite as much. Kind of messing around the strike zone a little bit.
Oh, but the feet of the shortstop is off the mark. But they'll catch a break as the runners are going to stay where they are here as there's no advance. Here's Jed Jerko now. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Drives it the other way to deep right. Back goes Harper, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. He pulls into third safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Now pitching.
Here comes the first pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Here's the 0-1. And a breaking ball stays outside. Carpenter on third. Jerko second with one away. Swing and a miss. Got him with the slurve there. 2 gone. Russell Martin now, hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. This is in the air out to right. Gordon is there to make the catch, and the side is. Here's D. Gordon now. Outfield comes way in here. The first pitch. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. So here now is the pitcher, Roberto Ozuna. He's set. Here it comes. That's a strike to throw down.
He's safe.
Runner goes for third. Pitch outside. The throw.
Oh, he's safe.
The runner in scoring position with none out. The runner's breaking for home. Now a bunt attempt here. Jerko is there. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze. At the plate, Bryce Harper struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Into the bleachers and gone. Giancarlo Stanton now. First pitch on its way. A dangerous changeup to miss high with. It stayed out of the zone. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
He came out of his shoes on that one.
One out, nobody on. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. In now, Chris Davis. Keone Kela takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped up. Jerko over to his left, and that retires the side. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Ooh, back-to-back tough pitches, and he's down 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. Harper is there, and that is a big first out here to start inning number 9. Andre Dawson will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Stanton has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Chris Taylor. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. On the run, and he makes the catch just shy of the wall. And with that, this ball game is over. So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our top player of the game.
1.